Chike was the only child of his parents, and it happened that he was killed by his fellow students. Before Chike's death, story had it that when he was brought to the hospital, he had bruises all over his body, and this Chike of a boy was a boarder in a school. So what am I trying to say here? After series of investigation, it was it got to the notice of both the parents and the school that it was Chike's classmates that killed him under the watch of school authority. We are going to find out what happened, how did it happen, and how we can prevent such scenario in nearest future. Because we have a lot of cases like that. But the one of Chike was so crystal, and that is why we are here to put a stop to this. This is Goa Community Voice, where we prioritize your voice, where we make your voice so dear because it matters so much to us. And the voice reaching out to you today is not a voice, but the voice of your amiable host, Oma. All right, today, whenever I am this elated, is because I have my important people in the studio. People in the sense that they are not one, they're not two, they're not three, they're not okay. Calm down. I know you're just curious to know who Oma is about to introduce today, but don't go anywhere. I will introduce them just shortly. Thank you. All right. I have with me amiable, sophisticated, brilliant, smart, uh, eloquent girls. I know the way they are just girls, so that they are going to give it to us very well. Because it's more like a feminist something, but please don't come for me. All right, I have some amiable students, wonderful students from the most wonderful school, Grace Citadel of Learning, Rock Foundation School, Onitsha, Anambra State. If your child is not there, you're wrong though. So please tell someone to tell someone about Rock Foundation School because the difference speaks for you. So with me here I have Divine, right? I have Jessica, I have Chiamaka and Chikamsu. These are wonderful students of Rock Foundation School, GRA Onitsha. How are you feeling, Jessica?
I'm feeling very great, and I'm happy that we're here to discuss a very important topic.
Oh, good to have you in the studio. Divine, how are you?
I'm so excited.
You're so excited, like with the smiles beaming on your face. I can see that. Good to have you in the studio. Chiamaka, you're so dull. Please feel free. You don't have any guy here, so feel free.
Yeah.
Take charge. How are you?
I'm fine. And you?
I'm good. All right, Chikam, so how are you? All right, good to have you guys today in the studio. Okay, having said that, I believe you've been paying attention to my short story that I kept people on suspense, the story of Chike. I know this is a very cumbersome story because it's more like everyday story in our today's society. So the story of Chike who was killed, he was brutal even to the point of death. So we are trying to deliberate what is the cause of this death and what can we turn this. And that brought us to the topic of today, which is bullying. I know you'll be wondering, why are we doing this? That's why I brought students because this is a very cumbersome topic with school. Apart from being a cumbersome topic with school, is what we see even in our today's society, even in homes. Couples get bullied at home. Likewise, students, but we just want to narrow it down to education system. So, have you been bullied? Have any of you been bullied before? You want to share your experience? Have you ever been bullied?
I've not really been bullied,
Okay.
but I have witnessed someone that's
Just a little bit of the story.
okay. Now, the little boy wasn't actually. I wasn't really there actually,
Okay.
but I heard that he was injured by one of his mates.
Wait, okay.
Okay, and due to that, the fact is that he's a fresher
Mm.
into the school, so he didn't really know or he didn't really know how to defend himself when they call it that. Yes. He didn't really know how to defend himself, so they took it to their advantage to bully him. And it was really a very bad experience. You let alone seeing it, just hearing is a very, very bad thing.
Okay. Jessica, what does bullying mean to you?
Well, according to dictionary, bullying is a deliberate, repeated act of aggression, intimidation, isolation, and humiliation by a group of people to exert power and control over someone who is perceived as vulnerable, less powerful, or different. To me, bullying is not just people normally think bullying as just play. They'll see them playing around, they're just playing,
Just catching fun.
yeah, just having fun, catching cruise or whatever. Or they say that they're just doing children. That's but bullying is so much more than that. Bullying just doesn't just give physical bruises, it leaves them with mental scars
I love that.
that will take them like throughout their lives if
Right.
it's not immediately handled.
Thank you very much. Chikam, so do you have anything to add to what Jessica just said?
Her definition of bullying was good, but my definition of
Okay.
okay, now from what I know, bullying is when someone like repeatedly hurts, scares, and picks on another person intentionally.
Intentionally, I love that word.
So bullying is people, teachers, most people, in some places, not everywhere. Most people see it as just okay, let's fashion it. It's not that deep.
It's not that
So
deep.
people who have been bullied, they know how emotionally hurt they felt, how they have really affected them. So
Okay, bullying is more like an intentional act of subjecting someone to your power. That's the summary of what you guys just said. Subjecting someone, making someone to feel lesser of him or herself. Trying to see you as an idol that he should you're superior. Thank you very much. All right, when we talk about this bullying, Divine, do we have types of bullying? Okay.
There are lots of types of bullying.
All right.
There's physical bullying, there's verbal bullying, there's social bullying, there's cyberbullying, and there's psychological bullying.
Okay. I want you to just give us two definition of just pick two of what you just of the types that you just enlisted.
Cyberbullying.
Okay.
This is using digital spaces or applications to embarrass or, I don't know, tell personal information of the person. Making that person humiliated or, just making that person look bad in front of every other person.
Thank you so much. Now, Jessica, what does emotional bullying mean to you? Because I think when we talk about this bullying, emotional bullying leave the highest stigma, as in it makes it leaves the highest scar on somebody. Like it makes you the lesser version of yourself that you live with for the rest of your life.
Yeah, emotional bullying. Before in the past days, people normally thought that bullying is just physical when someone hits you. But
Just like
now,
the case of Chike.
yes, but now in the 21st century, it's just not limited to that.
Okay.
You can be bullied
Lecture me,
anywhere and
please.
everywhere.
Okay.
So emotional bullying, when people repeatedly try to bring you down, they want to bring you down to they want to get to their level. Some of them do it because they feel like you're not worth it, you're not popular, you're different. Normally they do it to people that are have like their financial status is not very okay, or they have a disease or a sickness or disabilities or anything. Then emotional bullying is making someone feel hurt inside. It's the most painful thing. Although physical bullying can also lead to death, but emotional too can lead to death. When the person keeps on feeling that continuously and continuously, the person feel like, let me just end it all. That like it's the best, but I did this, I don't want to suffer anymore. And it's this emotional bullying that draws people away from their families, their friends, just want to stay on their own. They have this kind of anxiety.
Anxiety, suicidal thoughts will just come in.
They just are coming in just like that.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Now, Chiamaka, why is it that in school we have people taking care of students? That's the school management, yet this bullying, I'm talking about the physical bullying, yet is still there. Does it mean that teachers or the management, the authority itself has failed? Or they are scared of these students.
Okay, no, it's not really that the school management or the school themselves they are failing, but some children often do it and hide it,
Okay?
like coding something. They'll be
Like you don't know.
yes, they'll be like, if you go to tell the teacher, how is it your business? Or something like that.
Okay.
They will be like, maybe the next person they may even face with, like you,
Hmm.
maybe like mind your business. So due to that, some students don't feel free speaking. And another thing, some parents often scold their children. So they don't leave the gap. Like if something happens to this child, will they be able to talk to you? They don't leave that reason. Some parents will often scold their children. Scolding your child constantly may leave that impression that you won't be able to help your child. So when the child is being scolded, the school management maybe I don't know how to put it, or the teachers may not be really there around, or some students would see and want to report, then those bullies will threaten them.
Okay.
That may even risk your own life.
Exactly.
So you like to mind your business.
Okay.
On the process of minding your business,
Okay.
the child won't be able to face or talk to his or her
And the
parents.
child will be dying of silence.
Yes, because he won't be able to talk to his or her parents.
Hmm.
Because they will be like, he won't listen to me, instead he will scold me on it. So parents should build trust with their children.
You're coming to that. You're coming to that. I know where you're heading. You're just coming to that. Thank you so much. I love the brilliant response. If you're just joining us now, you missed a lot, but you can just go back and pick what we are doing. We're talking about bullying. Bullying is no more societal issue. It has escalated to the school system, whereby we have cases of students dying in silence. And that's why I brought these amazing students here from Rock Foundation School to do justice to this topic so that we can identify this thing because it has eaten deep into the skin of our students, our children, and we can continue watching these things to keep escalating. That's why I brought them here to navigate through this and please talk to us. Now, what are the basic causes of bullying? Chickens.
Because the average stage
All right.
is like problems at home. Most people, their parents abuse each other, they fight. And it's not that they fight in secret with their children.
They make it
In
so
front
cool.
of their children. Like what you do, your child will emulate you.
Exactly, because you
Because
guys
they
are
look
very
up to you.
sensitive.
Yes. They look up to you. So when you're beating your wife or your wife is hitting the bottle, what do you expect them to learn? They would want to
So be
put it into
violent.
play.
Exactly.
They want to, I need to do this to somebody. Then you see how it actually is. This thing is sweet. This and that is going to mommy. How is it like they would want to do it to
Yes.
another person?
Mhm.
And most times they don't know the effect of what they are doing. They just feel, my dad is doing this to my mom. Let me do it to another person. So I'll dominate. Something like that. Like my dad. Another thing is wanting power. Some people want power, like they don't like feeling less. They want to be on top. They want to dom like
They want to dominate.
exactly. Like for example, me as I am, maybe I'm like somebody that wants to dominate. I'll be like, Amanda, can I get me water?
You know?
And she doesn't. She won't do it. I didn't say please. I was being commanded.
Commanding.
So that type of like in work condition, most students, like 90% of us were doing we stand up for ourselves.
Because to Rock Foundation School, you can see.
So most people want power. That's another thing. Then another thing is lack of empathy. Most people, their hearts are at their back. They don't care. They don't like. They don't want to know. They don't know like what they are doing to the other person. It's that person that knows how the person feels. So most of them, they don't care. Like just doing it for fun. Let me enjoy myself. Like I don't care about you. That's how.
You know.
Yes, that's one reason.
All right, thank you so much. Like, I would have loved to go on and on because I'm loving the expression and all that. Thank you so much. Chiamaka, how do we detect a child that is bullied, that is being bullied?
Okay, for a child that is being bullied, he or she will experience sudden change in behavior,
Like
withdrawal. For a child who is normally social and you're social, but because people have started putting a negative impact on you, you won't have the bravery or the courage to come in front of people and talk. They'll be like, what are you saying? Go and sit down. You have nothing to say, you know. But because when you stand your ground, as you don't let people bully you, if you come out, people will search you. they will look at you as someone to look at, as in expect things from this person. Like coming to a class and teacher will be like, look at this person, do something like this. You are old, you are courageous, you have everything. You stand your ground. Like from we stand our ground.
I love the way you guys are hyping your school. Like, I love it. Okay.
So they change the behaviors, withdrawal, mood swings. A child that is being bullied will often be like, all of a sudden, the child that is happy,
No more happy.
moody,
Always
dull.
on his own.
Yes. That can also lead to that you can explain that tell that child is being bullied. Then unexplained bruises.
Very
Parents
important.
should pay attention to their children. Some children often come back with injuries around them. Parents will ask, what happened?
Even if they ask, the child will be like, I fell. You know that kind of thing. Or I had a cut. You not even consider to check. To be sure. No?
Then another thing is decrease or decline in academic performance. For a child that is being bullied, he or she will experience decrease or decline in academic performance, difficulty in concentration.
Exactly.
You won't be concentrated. Your mind will always go, is this person here? Should I go? I will not stay.
And because of that, you won't be having that focus in your academics.
Yes. And lack of interest in school. Some people like, I don't want to go to school. I don't want to go to school. You won't ask your child why. Why don't you want to go to school? If there's something damn that to parents won't bother. Then avoidance of school or social situations. Like I've talked about going to schools. Some children will be like, for a child that he or she frequently give excuses that they want to go to school and avoid specific people or places. Like this person is coming. Some little children, this person is coming, they'll run. The parents should consider, what is this child doing? There must be something
Apart from school, it is even rampant in the home.
Yes.
We're just focusing on the school system actually though.
Yes. So he or she will frequently give excuses to skip school. Then social situations due to the fact that you will not be able to speak up. This person maybe after talking, this person will come and teach you something or do this or do that.
Yes. You'd be like, let me just stay on my own now to avoid all this drama.
Yes.
All right, Jessica. Now, as we are wrapping it up because of time, how can we curb this bullying from the part of the parents?
Okay, for the part of the parents, firstly, the parents should be able to build open communication with their children.
Vital.
How can you be the one to always be pushing your children away and expect them to meet you with their problems?
It's not possible.
They will not. They will rather be afraid of you. And they will see that as how every other adult feels. They
Exactly.
don't even have the audacity to talk to their teachers, their friends. Someone just left yesterday, how can I talk to them? And then government should also raise awareness. Teach people. Everybody should raise awareness. Be teaching people, this is the consequence of bullying. This is what happens when you bully someone. This is what can lead to bullying. That's what they should be telling these people. And then they should also build this culture of acceptance. Accepting people that are different.
Yeah.
People can also be bullied because of their religion, how they live, their popularity standards, or whatever.
Financial status,
Financial status.
state of origin,
Anything.
academic performance,
Yes.
physical appearance, and all that.
So people should be able to accept these people. Everyone is unique in their own way. Everybody should be taught
I
that.
love that.
They should have the culture of loving your brothers and your sisters. There should also be schools. They should put serious efforts into this thing. So then you report that they are being bullied, you're like, you guys sorry for yourself, or I'll just kneel down there and then go. That's my school.
You can't try so.
Suspension.
Wow. I need to send people to Rock Foundation because I love the way you guys are hyping your school.
You know, we were on the hyping itself.
Wow. Okay. So kudos to Rock Foundation School. You guys are doing an amazing job in the lives of these students. All right, Divine, what do you have to add to what she said?
What she said is very important. But open communications like this too, they help in curbing bullying.
Sensitization.
Yes.
Sensitizing.
When you hear people talking about it or people that have experienced bullying, and they talk about their cases and how they stopped or how they overcame it.
Hmm.
It gives others the courage to open up and to talk about it
Exactly.
as well. So open communications like this, it mustn't be with your parents. You can find any other person you
Your
trust.
confidence.
Yeah, someone you know will help you, someone that will fight for you, and you can tell that person. It's not necessarily your parents, because some parents too, they don't really care, like they said. So it can be your teachers, it can be school authorities, anybody, your friends too. Yes, so that's what.
Thank you so much. Now, my friend, my friend Chikam. So, on the part of the school authority now, how to curb this bullying.
Okay, I would say schools they should make strict rules because it's our mentality
And
that
implement it.
exactly not I'll expel you if you bully.
Yeah.
But if you
And
bully,
nothing is
you'll be
done.
like just move.
Because
They
he's
like
a child,
go inside.
child of a
Exactly.
doctor.
Yes, their mentality is too small. They don't know what they are doing. Most children nowadays, they know what they are
I
doing.
love that.
They're like their minds are there 100%. So
Exactly.
most times we should make strict rules so that they will know that yes, if you actually do this, and set examples out of some people. Because when you do expel, but nothing is happening. If you bring up someone that bullied a student
As
and
a
give the person
scapegoat.
exactly, others will be like, my parents will kill me or
You
how
know?
I can't do this.
You
I can't
know?
do. And
Yes.
if parents, I'm not saying you should be strict to kill your child or make them afraid of
Afraid.
you, but they could like so they will be open to you. And when we're saying parents, authorities, they talk about siblings. Our siblings, they should be like cool talking with us. They should make us close to them. Because if you cannot go to the parents, the first child or the second child, you can easily run to them and be like, well, that's see what happened to you in school, and they'll listen. If the siblings, like, they can be like, I've gone through, because they went through teenage school, so they can relate. So when you go to them, they can be like, so this is what will happen. They can come to school. They might not even be the ones to go and tell parents. They might not need them because they are grown adults. That's if you have adults like siblings too. And yes, that's what
Wow! I wish this program can last for the whole of the day. Like, you guys have lectured me and you've lectured everybody out there. Thank you so much for this amazing discussion. It was top notch. I must comment that. All right, you out there. I believe you picked something. And above all, in summary, what these amazing ones we are clamoring for are number one, open communication. You out there that is a parent watching us today, how friendly, how accessible are you to your child? This is a rhetoric question that I'm leaving you with. Are you that child? Are you that parent that scares your child away from you? Are you that parent that your child cannot be bold enough to communicate what he or she is passing through? Are you that kind of parents that just dump your kids in boarding house? Because parents do that.
Yeah.
So that
deal with the stress.
thank you, my love. So that they don't want that stress. When they come back from school, maybe midterm break, how well do you assess your child? Because if Chike's mother was, was available for Chike, she would have been able to identify that her child was going through such. So, what kind of parents are you? I always admonish for you to be an intentional parent. Enough of this trend of trying to accumulate wealth. What will you gain that at the end of the day you acquire the whole wealth but you lose your kids? How will you feel? Now you out there that is in abusive home, bullying your partner in the presence of those kids, you've heard it from these wonderful ones that they are watching. Imelonuma, they are watching. Imelonjo, they are watching. Whatever you do, they are there. They are looking at you. They are more like the CCTV camera that is seeing everything happening. And the message you are sending, they are passing it to their peers. Please, let's get up and shun these things because it has eaten deep in the lives of the children, in the lives of the society. Because if care is not taken, these ones will grow up to become violent adults,
Yes.
because violence doesn't start it doesn't just start it grows. It's a step-by-step something, So let all hands, in summary, all hands should be on deck to put a stop to this. School authority, just like my darling here said, sets a strict rules and implement it. Use someone as a scapegoat, and in that, let the rule of law stand. And what is the rule of law? You implement your law irrespective of who is involved. Onye ọbụla, whether if the child is the son of the governor, if the child messes up, use him as a scapegoat and others will learn. Do you understand? All right, thank you so much, and I believe you've picked one or two from today's episode of A Time Out with Oma, where we navigate through bullying, cases, and possible ways of curbing it. All right, just quick statements from each and every one of us, then we wrap it up. Right? Quick statement, maybe shout out, whatever, summary on bullying, whatever you want to say. Then we'll
In conclusion,
Okay.
bullying is something that one should pay attention to. Okay, so in schools, with what we have said, schools should learn to implement punishments for bullying, and parents should learn to pay attention to their children.
Thank you, my darling. All right, you be the last person. No, she'll be the last person. Second to the last. Then Chamaka, let's go.
Okay. I can say that I want to say in conclusion that bullying can be prevented if everyone, be you a teacher, a student, a guardian, and even our parents, speak up, support the victim, and together we can create a safer space for every child. I want to give a big shout out to my mom for always encouraging us to speak up. I want to give a big shout out to my school Rock Foundation. They are doing a very, very wonderful job, honestly speaking. I want to give a big shout out to my dad.
All right, thank you so much. Who guys will be second? Okay, Modogo.
Okay, in summary,
All right.
like she said, everyone should put their hands in this. Not just the teachers or the parents, even your fellow students. Once you see someone being bullied, be able to stand up for the person. If you see it's a person as someone who's going to be able to stand up for themselves, stand up for the person. And then I also want to give a big shout out to my mom.
I know you're coming to that.
Because if not for her, I don't know what I would have done because I went to boarding school before I came there.
Okay.
And I witnessed a lot of people being bullied. There was a time I would have been bullied if I wasn't able to speak up for myself. So I thank my mom and also thank my school for giving each and every one of us this opportunity to tell people what's going on there. The parents, the students that are being bullied. Thank you, Rock Foundation, for giving us this opportunity to help raise awareness for this problem.
Thank you, Rock Foundation. Now, the most dramatic students in the house today. Okay, all right.
I can see everything, our characteristics, everything. It starts from
Sorry,
our
I'm laughing. Okay, all right.
It
Go
starts
on.
from our houses. We learn from our parents
Exactly.
when we're small. So if our parents show love, respect, kindness, we're going to emulate it, because I look up to my parents a lot, and shout out to all the parents that treat their children with respect, there's peace in their house, no violence. Even if you have problems with your spouse, you settle it like a reasonable human being.
Exactly.
Like, shout out to parents, siblings that allow their siblings to also talk to them, open up, that allow them to open up. And shout out to my school. Oh, I like my school very well.
Okay.
I'm never going to change that school. Shout out to Rock Foundation.
Shout out to Rock Foundation. Shout out to you amazing ones in the studio today. Shout out to people behind the scene. We love you guys. And you are amiable audience, viewers. We love you guys. Always keep a date with us. Please do not forget to tell someone about 2 things today. No, 3. First, about Bua Community Voice. Second, about Rock Foundation School. You can see, I don't know, if your child is not here, you understand? You're missing a lot from what that just gone out from this kid's mouth. Are you guys are you in SS3?
No.
None of you. Wonderful. I believe you understand what I'm trying to say here. You need us, you can call it. So please, shout out to Rock Foundation School. You guys are doing amazing work. From me to you guys. Now, the third thing I'm leaving for you is together we can stop bullying. Let's put a stop to bullying. Let's be accessible for this younger generation so that they can come together and confide in us. And together we can put a stop to this. All right. Thank you, my amazing students. I love you guys. All right. And we love to see more of these faces. Want to be a collaboration with Rock Foundation. All right. Thank you so much. Now, before we leave, we have a little something for you guys, just like a thank you for coming. All right, I'm starting with Shamaka. Thank you. Konsi Odua.
Thank you so much.
All right,
Thank
you.
you.
All right, okay. Thank you. All right. From we to you. See you some other time. Kisses.
Bye bye.